Hello, we are so excited about this new listing that we have. It is a 54-foot RV garage in Star, Idaho. So Star, Idaho is a smaller town of a population around 22,000 people. This particular community is called Pristine Springs and also Craftsman Estates. So the Craftsman Estates came a little bit later. So it's kind of like they had different phases, but it's the very last phase. We have fishing ponds, and on the fishing ponds, you can paddle boat, and some of the homes are on the fishing ponds and some of them aren't. This particular home is not on, but it does have a walking path in the back with a gate to be able to access that. There's a community pool, and this particular development is on the northeast side of Star, Idaho. So with that being said, I'm going to take you inside and show you a little bit more. This development has 190 homes, and some of the builders in here, well, the builder developer is Park Crest Homes, and he allowed other builders to come in. Some of them were Big Springs, Harper Homes, Tresidio, Valley Custom Homes, Sunrise Homes, which is known for their RV garages, Trident, and Evergreen, and there was a couple others. So the square footage ranges anywhere from 1,900 square feet to 3,500 square feet is the larger homes. And the price point is in the low 800s all the way up past $1 million, depending on the size of the house. This particular home is a 4th bedroom, or it could be a 3-bedroom with an office, 3.5 baths, and it's 2,675 square feet. Saving the 54-foot RV garage for last, and it has a splitter in there which will give you the heat and the cold in the summer and in the winter. It has a Generac generator for the whole house, and the HOA is around $2,000 a year. I'm excited to show you, so let's go inside and see these beautiful vaulted ceilings, and all of the bedrooms except for one is a little bit off, but all of the bedrooms have access to their own private bathroom. So let's go check it out. This is the exterior of the home. A lot of stone, vaulted entryways, keeps your guests out of the snow and the rain. Let me tighten this up so we're not wiggling all over the place. Sorry about that. Okay, I opened it up so you can see the grand entrance. How amazing is this entrance? Its cathedral ceilings and accented wooden beams go all the way through the house. And you know what I love? This is my favorite floor plan. Do you see how it carries that vault all the way through the backside of the property? So your covered patio is vaulted as well. So this floor plan has the bedroom off to the side, to the right, and an office/bedroom. And it has a bathroom over here. Then we have the master on the back end, and then over to the far left is an ensuite with its own bathroom. So you don't have to walk out into a hallway to see that. Let me shut the door so you can see the entryway. I'm going to back up here. Okay, I'm going to turn this around. This is the great room with a fireplace. It's stone that matches the exterior. And then we have the wooden shelves on the side. Nice fireplace. And then let me back up so you can see the grand entrance. Isn't that amazing? I love this floor plan. So Park Crest Homes is the builder and also the developer for Pristine Springs. He also did Pristine Meadows, which is a sister community. And you'll also hear of another 1 or 2 developments here in Star. Look at his attention to detail. The cutout that's over here, you can put a family portrait. And then again, that's the office/bedroom. So I'm going to take this around so that you can see the great room. This homeowner custom built and changed some things around for this home. So normally there's carpet in the primary bedrooms, secondary bedrooms. And this particular homeowner decided she wanted LVP throughout the house. And she doesn't like carpet, which I don't blame her, neither do I. Ceiling fans in here. Some of the other homes that Park Crest has done, he runs the vault going the other direction. And then this particular seller had decided to extend the cabinetry. Look how much cabinets that they have in here. She added the wine cooler, and then normally it ends right about there, but she extended it all the way out here. She picked her own cabinet, she picked her own granite, and the flooring. So let's zoom in on the granite. I like granite particularly because it's more sturdy than quartz. Quartz is pretty, but granite has a lot of character to it. But you can take things out of the oven and put it on, whereas with quartz, you can't spill wine because it absorbs it. It's porous. You can't put anything hot on it. But check out the cabinets all the way from floor to ceiling. If you feel that this is not enough cabinetry, then you've got a hoarding issue. It's pretty obvious. So they have a slide-in range here. It's a 5-top gas. Look at the hood. I don't even know. Okay, I'm 5'3", and my head goes a little bit above the base of those cabinets. I would need a ladder for this. And then she has another oven and a microwave here. And then we have the pantry, which is walk-in, and it has motion detector, so it's going to turn on for us. And there it is. And then what they had done is they put extra outlets on the back of the pantry where the shelf is. So you can put your toaster oven, you can put your coffee maker, all the things that are, I guess you can say, an eyesore when it comes out here. And then the refrigerator is included in this listing. So again, this is a 3-bedroom plus an office or a 4th bedroom. It has 3.5 bathrooms, and the asking price is $900,000. And I'm going to take you into the master next, and then we'll go into the secondary bedrooms. So the master is over here. A lot of times they put it on the back side of the kitchen, but then you can hear everybody if they're having a party. Look how beautiful this backyard is. Wait until I tell you what they did back there. Okay, I am squirreling. So in the master primary bedroom, they put the vaulted ceiling in here as well with the wood accent beams. And this is super, I wish I had a bed in here to show you, but it is very wide. You can probably hear me echoing in here. You definitely can get a super king size bed in here. And look at the beautiful view from your bedroom. Isn't that nice? They did a great job with the landscaping and the mature trees. Then they have access to the back patio, so you could put a jacuzzi back there. And we go into the bathroom. All right, in this bathroom, they carry the same granite throughout, undermount sinks. But what they did a little bit different is they custom built the medicine cabinets. How long has it been since you guys have seen that? So you don't have all the junk on your counters. So they did that on both sides. Let me show you. And then there's our water closet. But they did it on both sides. And then we have a soaker tub in the corner with obscure windows so nobody can see in. And then the shower is one of those roll-up showers, so you don't have to step upward. And the towel goes all the way up. We have a window up there for extra light, and then a little cutout to put your soap. We have 2 shower heads. Okay. And then the primary closet is very large. So it's got a lot of shoe shelves, hanging racks. Okay, I'm going to pan over here. They even have, if you have a safe, you have room to put a safe in here, and even behind the door. Okay, and then we have our crawl space access. That's what you're seeing with the little handle there. The crawl spaces are anywhere from 18 to almost 3 feet deep, which is nice because if you have plumbing or electrical, you can pop that lid and it goes all the way through the house. This particular home has two. So this is the far right side of the home. And then in the ensuite, they have a secondary one. So if you're in the crawl space, you don't have to crawl through all the way to the house to get to the other side. Okay. So now we're going to go back into the living room, and I'm going to show you the secondary bedroom over here to the left as we walk, well, the right as you walk in, and then I'll take you over to the ensuite. So this can be an office or a bedroom because the bathroom is right there. So what you could do for privacy is you change out these two doors and you can end up putting in solid doors, and that would be a nice bedroom. And she has those really cool shades where it's bottom up and then top up, and so you can have privacy with all the lights still coming in. And there's your closet. I love this floor plan and I love this builder. So Star in particular, 22,000 people. They have skate parks. They've got doggy parks. So much to do. It is just west of Eagle. A lot of the builders that were in Eagle, Idaho came out here because the land was a little bit less expensive and started building. And now it's one of the biggest growing booms that we have right now is in Star. Wanted to show you the sunlight that they installed, so it allows a lot of light in here. If I were to shut the light off, look how much light is still in here. They installed a couple of these solar tubes. Smart idea. Okay, and then the tub, again, carrying through with the shower with the tile. It's a bathtub shower combo, which will support these two, either the office or the bedroom over here. So this bedroom, you just have to walk a few feet. Now, there's what I was talking about with the blinds, or you can completely open up the blind altogether. And then the uppers have the shade screens as well. Let's check out the closet. There's the closet. And I'm going to show you the flooring again throughout the house. Now with Star, what's wonderful about it is that it is, like I said, west of Eagle, but Highway 16 is about to be connected to Highway 84. Highway 84 runs east and west all the way through Boise. So it's going to have quick access to get you into downtown Boise quickly. All right, now we're going to end up going to the ensuite. So with that freeway being completed, it can take you all the way up to McCall as well. Right now, you have to drive over to Eagle Road or to 10 Mile to access that freeway. And Eagle Road can be a nightmare. It's really compacted. So having Highway 16 being completed will be really nice to go north or south or anywhere throughout Idaho. So here's the dining room. Super large. You can have a 10-seater in here easily. And it has a beautiful view of the backyard. And what I like is if you're in the kitchen, let me back up over here in the kitchen and you're doing dishes, which I needed to show you guys this, the island. Okay, so if you're in here, you have access to talking to people in the living room and into the dining room and even outside to the patio. Now, what I skipped and shouldn't have is there's a second island in here. It's the prep sink with the prep area. And then you have this extra long island. I mean, it's probably, I would say, 8 feet going from this end all the way to the sink, and then an additional 6 feet going that way. So there's a lot of countertop surface here. So having parties here is not a problem. You can lay all the food out without having an issue of finding room. Even the uppers, do you see the lighting on the uppers? Oh, it's so cool. And then the backsplash is really nice. And then this granite has veins of like I would say a rust color going through it with cream, gray, and black. So definitely the kitchen is the centerpiece of the house because the cabinetry from floor to ceiling I love his floor plans. I mean, I've had a client walk into one of these and gasp. She's like, oh, this is the house. And I have to agree, it is spectacular. This is the ensuite. So the ensuite has a large bedroom. It's not as large as the primary. It does have a walk-in closet. Well, not walk-in, sorry. A basic standard closet, but it's large. What I wanted to show you is that second crawl space over here, because look how far, I don't know if you can tell, how far the master is from here. Okay, and then this is their private bathroom. So you have a single sink, the same granite throughout, and you have a shower in here. So you have 2 tubs, and then the tile in here is a little bit different. Let's see what direction I want to go. There we go. I like the tile. It's like a sandy brownish with some gray in it. And then again, the same granite. And the medicine cabinets are in every single bathroom. Okay, let's go back out. So Star is notorious for the RV garages. I mean, they have, almost every development has RV garages. So when I have clients calling and saying that they need to find a house with an RV garage, well, we don't have a problem with that. We just go straight to Star. These are really nice. It's a door that has the shutters that go from the inside. Let's see, let me show you. Ooh. So see how it slides down, and it also opens up. But I don't want to do the whole thing. Oh, I accidentally opened it up. So let's go in the backyard. Oh, it's so quiet. Okay, the backyard is huge. Again, with the vaulted ceilings that I was mentioning earlier, that goes from the inside of the house all the way out. Now, what they did in particular, they don't like seeing other homes, so they put in a lot of mature trees, a lot of evergreen. I mean, there's over $36,000 worth of landscaping put in the house. So they have the extra concrete. They have 2 areas for sitting there and where I'm at, and then, well, actually there's 3, because they have the little patio over here as well. Let me walk around here, and then they carry the concrete around the corner so that they can bring the mower. But look how private it is out here. I almost want to whisper. And then behind is a walking path, and I'll get pictures of that as well. Oh, they've got lavender out here. All the honeybees are out. I can hear them buzzing. Big mature tree. And then there's the primary bedroom that we were looking out of. All right, let's go inside. Because guess where we're going? That's right, 54-foot RV garage. Okay, there are still 2 more things I got to show you. So you walk in from the garage, and you have the cabinetries here to put your keys and security system right there. You have your laundry room over here in this corner. Look at the cabinetry in here. And you have a pantry for all your cleaning products, but there's a sink in here. The washer and dryer goes on the back side of this wall. All the uppers, you have hanging rods, a ton of shelving space. And again with the LVP through the house. And then we have a half bath. So half bath is wonderful for your guests, so they're not interrupting the other bedrooms and having to get in there. So if you're having a party, this is great. And then there's a coat closet right off of the garage. Well, you can also store it as a linen closet. I thought this was a coat. The coat's at the front. Okay, ready for the garage? Woo, here we go. 54-foot RV garage. Okay, I open the door. So you have the standard 2. And I don't even want to say standard 2. It's really deep. So we have the 2-car here. And then look at all the goodies that they added to the house. They put in a sink, even with backsplash. How cute is that? And the cabinetry with the shelf. And then they have a hot and cold water spigot here so that you can clean your RV. We have our 30 amp outlets here, our sprinkler system. There's the Generac system for the main panel. And look how deep it is. Well, it's kind of hard to tell on a video, but it's super deep. They put in special lighting in here. And then they have a water softener and another hose bib. There was the one underneath the cabinets. Here's another one. Water softener. This is where your HVAC is. Your furnace here, and then I'm gonna take you around to the other side. I mean, I'm still walking. You know what a lot of people do? They take this back end if they don't have a super deep RV, and they build stairs, and then they put a panel up there so that they can put extra storage. There's the split for the hot cold. You know what else you could do? Because that's there, is build a wall and make a workout gym. I've seen that as well. Okay, let's go to the back side over here where you can see the compressor and the Generac. Very wide, so you can, okay, so they put the extra concrete so they can roll the garbage cans out to the street. And then here's our beautiful Generac generator. Oops, that's the splitter. Ding dong. Okay, here's the Generac. And then the gate to get out to the front. All right. And then the extra concrete to go around to the back side so he can mow his lawn. You know what? There's the gate. I think we should just, while we're out here, go check it out. Okay. So they just put this in. So if you have a little puppy, you can just come out through here. All right. Oh, the birds are freaking out. See that bird over there on the floor? They lay their nests on the ground, so he's having a coronary. But look at this. Walking path all the way through here goes to the rest of the development. And then single-story homes are on the back side, so you don't have a two-story. So no rear direct neighbor. Look at all the mature trees they put in from the back side. Okay, before the bird has a heart attack, I'm gonna leave. Shut the gate. There we go. And then to the back side of the house. So you know what I need to show you is the front of the house, the whole front of the house. So let's go through the gate here. So I was telling you about a dog park. It's not far from here either. And if you have kiddos that like to do the skateboard, I would say if they were on a bike, they could get there in maybe 5 minutes. It's not too far at all. And there's a lot of new restaurants in Star. They have, for this particular part, Star gets split in two for the high school. Either they go to Oahe, which is south of Floating Feather, or they end up going to Eagle High. This particular development goes to Eagle High and Star Middle, and Star Middle and Star Elementary. Let me shut the garage so you can see the outside. This is probably one of the most patriotic neighborhoods there is. There is a flag all the way through each house. Some have the thin blue, some are retired firemen. Very safe neighborhood, as you could tell. Firemen, police officers, love this neighborhood. Okay, so there's our 14-foot high garage door, and it's 54 feet deep, 2-car garage, and then the front of the house. This place is amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. This is Denise Abmont with Abmont Realty. Click subscribe. I'm tongue-tied. Like or share our videos. Wait until you see the next one. It's gorgeous. Here's the Pristine Springs common area. Look at that water feature, isn't that pretty? And then we have over here the pond that you can fish on and paddle boat. It is for residents only. Right now I'm facing west. So it does, if you have a backyard that faces this way, it does get a little hot, but there's sandy beach, the water feature. Isn't this beautiful? This is the other homes that are on the pond. Great neighborhood.